Some have dubbed it the freedom grope. Others call it gate rape. But whatever the snarky nickname, there is no denying that American passengers are in a huff over the new TSA pat-down procedure. For a nation long weary of shoe removal and liquid limits, full body touching and revealing body scans have been a tough sell. But the TSA insists they are vital for ever-shifting security demands. And tonight, Neil Karlinski tells us why.
To hear the increasingly loud rallying cries, you'd think America's airports have turned into one big peep show, where hordes of unsuspecting passengers are being groped and molested.
How is it the freest country in the history of the world is now subjecting their citizens to panty pat-downs?
The field generals in this crusade against the TSA and its full body scanners and enhanced pat-downs include a random passenger with a camera, a toddler, and a talk show host. John Tyner, a would-be flyer from San Diego, is now known worldwide as the "Don't Touch My Junk" guy for this video he recorded of his own TSA close encounter.
We're going to be doing a groin check. That means I'm going to place my hand on your hip, the other hand on your inner thigh, slowly go up and slide down.
Okay.
I'm going to do that 2 times in the front and 2 times in the back.
All right.
And if you'd like a private screening, we can make that available for you also.
We can do that out here, but if you touch my junk, I'm going to have you arrested.
It was just frightening.
And there's Meg McClain, a radio talk show host who claims she was singled out and handcuffed by the TSA, a moment captured on surveillance video because she pushed back against the new security.
They use full palms with fingers. They feel around your breasts, your genitalia, and it's just completely dehumanizing.
And then there's the 3-year-old. A YouTube video of a 3-year-old upset about having her teddy bear x-rayed while the TSA patted her down is for some the perfect example of airport security run amok, even though this isn't part of the new enhanced security.
It is ridiculous that 100% of the people are being put through these very intrusive measures when you know that 100% of the people are not risks.
The outcry is over these full body scanners that can see through clothing. The government says people's identities are protected, but there have already been problems.
Bottom line is, I think there is some dignity that has to be involved in this. So, in my opinion, I think they need to find something a little bit better.
And then there is the question of radiation. The government says the scanners are safe. Pilots who have to pass through them on a daily basis aren't so sure, including the biggest hero pilot around, Captain Sully himself.
I think it's unnecessary for the flight crews to go through them first. And second, I think it poses some radiation risk.
But opting out of the scanners only causes more problems now that enhanced pat-down techniques give agents the right to feel inside the leg, the front of a woman's bra, and more.
It's a catch-22, I think, on both parts of it, that you're going to be searched either way and you're going to be invaded either way.
Today on Capitol Hill, the TSA's chief acknowledged the new pat-downs are invasive, but he said they're necessary because the government has been able to smuggle items through normal security in its own tests more than they'd like to admit.
The intelligence coupled with the repeated covert testing led me to conclude that we needed to be more thorough.
And if a little privacy goes out the window, you're okay with that?
Yeah, it's not like we're being strip searched to get on a plane, so
digitally strip searched.
But it's not that extreme, so I'm comfortable with it.
A recent CBS News poll shows Americans overwhelmingly support the use of full-body x-rays, something hard to reconcile with the very vocal minority.
If enough people opt out, these TSA abuses will come to a standstill.
A growing grassroots campaign is encouraging people to opt out of the full-body scanners next Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving and a slightly busy time in the nation's airports. The goal, to force the TSA to change its methods.
Raise holy hell.
Before the scanners, flyers were upset about taking off their shoes and leaving liquids behind. So how to balance security and privacy?
You gotta man up.
Comedian Dean Obeidallah wrote an article on the subject called "The TSA Wants to See Your TND."
You know, because you have the option. It's either going to be seen naked or be touched by, it sounds like a drunken frat boy on prom night. I mean, everyone's so afraid they're going to grope you. You have professionally trained people who have to touch you appropriately.
The drama has reached the point of being spoof-worthy, as seen in this computer animation produced in Taiwan.
民众就得接受搜身。
But the issue behind all the outrage is no joke, and passengers hoping to force change through protests next week will likely find themselves in a very long line. I'm Neil Karlinski for Nightline in Seattle.